Hi everybody! I am going to be doing a crystal mold from Resin today. I'm using the Resin alcohol inks. I've picked out the two colors that I'm going to use, the dark walnut and the blue together. I like those colors together. So the first thing that I've done is I calculated how much of the resin that I'll need. I like Resin's molds, they list how much you need to use. There's my kitty cat. I'm going to have to kick her out. So this one uses 0.4 fluid ounces. So I've done calculations. I'm going to do it in two colors, so half of 1.4 is 0.7. And so, you know, doing the epoxy resin, you do have a ratio of 1:1 for A and B. So I've divided those down. So I've got my calculations listed there. Hi, little girl. Say hi. You gotta get down. Come on, baby. You're gonna hear my air purifier going on. And I've got my gloves on for protection. And I'm gonna put on a face mask for protection and kick out the kitty for her protection. Come on, baby. I love you. back. The resin curing machine finished after 3 hours. It's beautiful. The piece is nice and hard and finished. I've got lessons learned that I can share with you guys. So I did the blue resin and I poured it directly into the mold and then put it into the bubble remover. I would not do that again. It bubbled up over the top and just made a mess. Lesson number 2 is definitely use a silicone tool to get rid of the bubbles that are down into the crevices. So I would have kept the resin in both of the caps for the bubble remover before pouring it into the mold. And lesson number 3, definitely get a hi kitty sprayer with alcohol to remove the bubbles from the top. But definitely love the resin curing machine from Let's Resin. There's my kitty. Say hi. I gotta get her. I love you, honey buns. I love you, kitty, kitty. So I know some people love this sound. Probably gonna hear my cat more. Oh yeah, other lesson was some of it had spilled over the top. I would have scraped that off back down into the rest of the mold to try to prevent these sharp edges. And I know that other people like to put a little bit more resin and dome it at the top. And when you dome it, you can avoid the sharp edges as well. Wow, these things are, the points on these things are pretty sharp. So here is the blue tips with brown. Can't really tell that it's brown, but you can definitely see the blue. I like that. I think the darkness helps contrast with the blue, makes the blue pop. My first little experiment, I think it turned out pretty well. I thought there was going to be more bubbles in the tips, and no. I can see some bubbles inside of the crystals, but those actually look pretty cool. Oh, there's a bubble at the top. There's one. Yeah, pretty cool piece. Ta-ta for now.